Yeah, buddy. Same day for me. Maybe it's the same day for you. Could be a different day depending on when I upload this video. But back again, back again. It's a blessing. Rather, you know, it's the same day or it's the next day. Because between the time period of me making one video and then making another one, I could have died. Anything could have happened. So you have to reflect on that and don't take the time that God has given us for granted. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and get into it. Um, we're talking about Homo sapiens. I asked my wife a trick question yesterday. I asked her a trick question yesterday. And I asked her, is she a Homo sapien? And so, are you of the species Homo sapien? She's like, yeah. That's being, human, mankind, right? And I said, no. She said, aren't you? What are you? I said, no, I'm not. I said, I'm not no Homo sapien. And the way I said it, she said, well, I ain't no Homo sapien either. Because she realized that I had kind of like, set her up, messing with her a little bit and stuff like that. And then she said, well, what species are you? I said, I'm the species of God. I think I said something like that. I think I also said something to the nature of, I'm still figuring that out. The confusion comes in because people read the scripture where it says that God has made all of mankind of one blood. And of course, we know that is true. We know that is true. Well, the same thing could be said about fruit. Fruit comes from the same blood. Well, what do you mean fruit comes from the same blood? Fruit ain't got no blood. Yes, it does. Fruit has blood. It's called water. Most of your blood is made up of primarily what? Water. Well, most of your blood is made up of primarily what we call plasma. Plasma, which is known as liquid gold, is made primarily, I think 90 or something like that percent water. Take me. So therefore, when you eat fruit and you drink the juice, you're drinking the life, the blood of that fruit, which comes forth from water. All coming from the same water source, coming up from the ground, I should say, not up, but down from the clouds. It goes up and then down. And it's the same blood, same water, same source. No matter if it's the Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, is still water. Just depending on what's the minerals and all that other stuff in there. This is the same thing God is saying. Yeah, I made all mankind from one blood, one water. He didn't take water from over here and water from let's say Mars, and then okay, I'm gonna put that water from Mars with the earth water, and then I'm gonna make the blood and everything. He said no, one water, one blood. Just using that as an example. And even if he did, he sees it collectively. Let's say he took the water from Mars and the water from Earth and the water from space and this planet, it's still the same water to him, unless he has a specific water. He said, hey, don't touch this water, kind of like the tree of knowledge of good and evil. You see what I'm saying? So I'm trying to give it to you on these different levels, because you have what we call, and I've mentioned this so many times, microcosm and macrocosm. Micro and macrocosm, you go look that up if you're not familiar with those terms. But let's stay with the basic, and then we can, expand to the deeper stuff. One water in regards to earth. One blood that he has made people, right, on this earth. But it doesn't mean that you don't have different species. You can have different species that come from here, come from there, over there, and they still of that one water, that one blood. Why? Because they're born in the flesh. When he's talking about that he made all mankind from one blood, he's talking about I made all mankind from one water, one body of water on earth, one flesh. From one came many. Adam and Eve, right? Came all of us. From one man came Eve, and then came everybody else. Right? Both what we call black people and white people, and every what we call skin tone, skin color in between. Are we understanding so far? Now, in that you have different species, just like with fruit. You have different species. An avocado, a lot of people look at an avocado and say, oh man, that's weird, you know what I'm saying? But an avocado is actually a fruit. Avocado is not classified as a vegetable in that sense, but it's a fruit. Another one that some people may not know, tomato, or tomato, however you want to say it, is classified as a what? As a fruit. But a lot of people classify a tomato as a vegetable. So you have these different species. An avocado and a tomato, they don't look the same, but you can sure bring them together and make some good old guacamole. I'm just saying, you can sure bring them together and make some good old guacamole if you know what you're doing, right? So, those are just, for me, those are perfect examples. Two fruits on the opposite end of the spectrum, an avocado and a tomato, but they're both fruit. They come from the species of fruit, what we call it, I should say the family classification of fruit, but they are different species. They're different species. The avocados grow how they grow, they're over here. The tomatoes grow how they grow, they're over here. You don't have tomatoes growing on an avocado tree. You don't have avocados growing on a tomato tree. That would be weird. You'd be like, oh. Unless they didn't got mixed or something like that, then you're going to have this mixed, hybrid. Yet it's still coming from one water. You can have an acre of land and you got a row of avocado trees over here, and you got a row of tomato plants over here on the same acres. Are they getting the water from a different source, or are they getting it from the same source? One water, right? Now we fast forward and like, okay, how do we relate that and understand that from the Bible a little bit more? Because you just said there's different species here on Earth, and you're saying that you are not of the Homo Sapien species. I'm not. And when I give you this revelation, you're going to say you're not going to claim the Homo Sapien species anymore. You're not going to claim the Homo Sapien species anymore. And you've seen these recent articles. Some of you have maybe seen them, some of you maybe not. You can go look it up. We found this species. It was mixed with this species, and they're like weird. They look weird. Like, nah, I don't know about that. They ain't my people right there. All these different species that look weird or they look different than what the typical mankind looks like. Why is that? And they're trying to say, oh, this is all the same species. No, the hell it ain't. No, it's not. Those are the different species that we are not a part of. Maybe some people are, because they be looking weird. Be like, I don't know about you. You look kind of weird. You look like, some mixing was going on or something like that. I'm just being real. Again, how do we correlate this with the scriptures? Well, the Bible tells us through the Spirit. The children of the Father, the good seed, are the ones who the Father planted, who are the wheat. That's one species. The children of the wicked one are the ones that the wicked one planted. Where? In this flesh. In the flesh. But they are tares. They look like us on the outside, but inwardly, what? They are black, they are dark, they are ravening wolves. Seem like the same species, right? One blood, one water. You have these different species that are all here on the earth. Oh, now we getting somewhere. Now we getting somewhere. Now you're over there like, okay, I see where you're going. Now, I know what you need now. I know what you need. I know what you want. You want me to make the point about Homo sapiens. Well, let's get to it. When you look up Homo sapien, there's many different definitions you can look at it and get a better understanding of the word Homo sapien. But we're gonna keep it simple. Homo sapien on the simple level means wise man. You may be saying, well, I'm a wise man, I'm a wise woman, so I'm of the species Homo sapien. Homo sapien, the species Homo sapien, deals with evolution. And when you look at the species, I forgot the dude's name, Carlos, I forgot his name. You can go look it up. Just type in Homo sapiens inventor or something like that. I forgot his name. The classification of Homo sapien deals with evolution and is teaching and believing that the Homo sapien that they claiming that we are evolved from primates. Homo sapien is a classification of primates. The primates evolved into us today. I'm not no damn, because that's what it is, damned. If a ape is evolving into a man, that's some damnable abomination. Because they've been genetically altering stuff. I was never made as a beast. Now you can say that we became beasts because of our actions, but I was made as a man. I was made to rule. Not evolve into ruling. I was made to rule. I was made to be a judge. I was made to be a God. Oh my God, did he just say he was made to be a God? Go see what Christ said. It is written, I have said that ye are gods, but ye shall die like men. And what do? We die like mere men. That's Bible. That's Bible. Y'all get so caught up in what everybody else saying. The 5%ers teach that. These people, what does the Bible teach? Just because you don't understand it, I mean you're supposed to reject it. If you don't understand it, just humble yourself. Hey, I don't understand that. I'm going to just leave it alone. And then in due time, the Spirit will give you the revelation. Are you a Homo sapien? Some of you are. Some of you are Homo sapiens. Some of you have evolved. Because Satan been playing with your DNA, and you are not of our species, which is why a lot of y'all cannot be saved and will not be saved. Some of you listen to the video right now, you are not mankind. You look like mankind, but you are not mankind. You are a tear. I think you know that by now. So what species are we of? If you want a classification like homo, whatever, I don't even like the word homo. Maybe because, we grew up, it's homo and everything. But I definitely don't like it now. I can't give you a classification of what species, I am in regards to, that title like that. But I'm mankind. I'm of the species of the real mankind. Real mankind. That's the species I'm of. I'm not no species that evolved into what I am today from a primate or from an ape. I'm not that. I didn't evolve from some reptile and change into this. What I am today. A dragon changed into a man, or a man changed into a dragon. As we see with the great red dragon. You could say he de-evolved. He went from being a god, a man, because the scripture tell us, it's the number of the beast, the number of the beast is the number of man. He de-evolved in that sense to a beast. So I'm of the species of God. I'm of the species of Manius made in his images. That's what I am. Manius made in his images. Because I'm made in his image. And he has restored that image through the gospel. So y'all can do your research on that, and you'll see, and you'll be like, man, these folks right here is wicked as hell. Because they are hell. And that's what God said. He said, all the wicked shall be turned into hell. That's why you have hell on earth right now. And it's only going to get worse. Hell on earth is going to get worse. Hell on earth is only going to get worse. Because he's turning them into literal hell. And then is doing what? Is being manifested by their actions, by their fruit, because of their spirit that's within them. So y'all can go look this up. Just type in Homo Sapien. And then, you know what I'm saying, break it down. And it's going to show you. It's going to show you. But I'm not no damn Homo Sapien. I'm greater than that. Because my God is greater. What about you? What about you? Are you going to evolve? What are you going to evolve into next? How you know if you're evolving, and the way the world is, how do you know that you won't de-evolve and go back to a primate? If you believe that. Y'all talk about evolution so much and evolving, but the world isn't evolving. People are getting worse. We're not talking about society and all that stuff, and society is made up of people, right? We're talking about the base of what we call society, the people. The people are de-evolving. They're not getting smarter. They're getting more stupid. So you tell me that you're going to go back to being a primate, being a monkey or whatever? Oh, you might well say, because that's what people are acting like already. But even the primates are smarter than some of y'all dummies. With that being said, God bless each and every one of you. In Jesus Christ's name, as always, stay focused for Jesus. And as you know, the truth is not debated, it is declared.